Hello and welcome. My name is Nick, and I am sitting across from Quentin, aka Q, and we are here to save the universe. Good that you are. So glad that you have joined us. Be it by either be YouTube or Apple Podcast or. Not on Pandora yet, so I can't say that one. Spotify. We're on Spotify. We're on Podbean.
I don't know what Podbean is, but we're on there.
It's a place where podcasts live.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so we're on there as well. And we are joined by our producer, Jeff, a.k.a. Jeff Rena, a.k.a. Rena, a.k.a. Good Looking.
Stretch. No offense.
But anyway, we're so glad that you joined us again. This is episode 3. And we're just gonna keep doing them because it's fun.
Yeah,
and hopefully people listen.
Yeah, if it's your first time in, we talk about how to save the universe from different problems that exist, and we talk about stories where people have done the same.
Absolutely, and we got a humdinger for you today as far as a problem to solve.
I'm excited. I love.
I'm quite curious how we're gonna deal with this one because this one's gonna deal on. You know, I think that a lot of times you're really good at talking about like one area of focus, but we're going to be like on multiple fronts here. So there's going to be it's going to be interesting. I'm quite curious how that you will deal with this. But anyway, you're looking nice and tan. You just got back from the beach with your family. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. My highlight was eating the food that Morgan Freeman eats.
You told me about this. This is cool.
Yeah. So I went to some restaurant and I asked about the sushi, and they said, yes, our sushi's great. It's what Morgan Freeman had for his birthday last week. June the 1st, by the way, is Morgan Freeman's birthday. Because in my mind, she's selling me a line. I'm like...
So you actually looked up when his birthday is?
Yeah, Morgan Freeman's birthday is June the 1st.
That's smart.
And so I thought it was truth. And so then I ordered what Morgan Freeman eats.
You should. I wonder if you keep eating what Morgan Freeman eats, if you'll begin to start sounding like Morgan Freeman.
Maybe. I tagged him in my Twitter feed.
Yeah.
To see maybe if he would respond.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He didn't respond.
Did you find yourself leaving the restaurant just saying Andy Dufresne?
No.
Because I would have. But I mean,
my voice did change one octave.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
That's good. I mean, it is realistic. I mean, because he is from South Mississippi.
Well, that's what they said. They said
he
has a house on the Panhandle now.
Yeah.
And so he eats there once a month.
Makes solid sense.
So if you want what Morgan Freeman eats for his birthday, there's a place in Orange Beach called Big Fish, and it's the Asian chili tuna bowl.
Asian chili tuna. God, man, you're making me hungry. That sounds amazing.
So good.
That sounds amazing.
So good. Top notch.
But you know, while you were out of town, me and Jeff had an opportunity. And I know you hate that you missed this, but we're so glad you got to spend some time with your family. Me and Jeff had an opportunity actually to participate in the Black Lives Matter march.
I love
here in town.
I love how I was eating a food that a famous black guy ate on his birthday.
Yeah.
And you were standing up for all people of those races. So thanks for putting me in the
winner.
yeah, right. It's like, hey, we're gonna march. Oh, awesome! I'll eat what Morgan Freeman had for his birthday.
Yeah, I was like, you sent me that text of the food, and I was like, oh, here's what I did.
I felt bad. I mean, we had a vacation scheduled.
You were already there. You absolutely should not have felt bad whatsoever.
Yeah, the march was planned really fast.
It was like planned on Thursday, happened on Saturday.
Yeah,
like quick. But it was cool. I saw like a lot of people in our community that I have a lot of respect for that came out, and man, just showed their love, showed their support of what's going on with this Black Lives Matter movement. And I didn't go to make a political stance because I don't think this is a political thing. I think Black Lives Matter is not political. I think Black Lives Matter. Yeah. I heard somebody say it this way because, you know, we do have a lot of folks who say, you know, all lives matter and stuff like that. And I don't think anybody who says Black Lives Matter doesn't believe that. I think they all, and I love what one person says, that if your house was on fire, you would not want the fire department to show up and go, all houses matter. you would hope they just really cared about yours at that moment. And our black community is suffering right now, and so that's why we're standing with them and marching with them. And it was really amazing. It was eye opening. I was so proud of our community and our city. I tried. So our buddy Tom, who we also marched with, and we hope to have Tom on the show. Tom Tom is our legal advisor, which may be a good or a bad thing.
Time will tell.
But but really, Tom was like a really compassionate dude. So me and him had actually hung out earlier that day. So we were actually trying to get home to pick up our spouses and our families and get to the march. And he calls me. He's like, "Man, I wonder if anybody's thought about like having water there for people." And I said, you know, that's a great idea, Tom. And he goes, "Hey man, I've got a wagon that I can pull. Have you got a cooler?" And I said, yeah, I've got a cooler. And so I stopped by and get like 2 cases of water and ice. And I've got like this bag cooler, and I fit like a case and a half of water in it. And it's got like this strap and handles. And so I'm like, okay, I'll get there and we'll load this up in Tom's wagon. We'll pull the wagon. Yeah, so I get there and Tom's like, yeah, man, I don't know where that wagon is.
So did you like just strap it on?
I just strapped it on and when we went marching. And the thing about it was, I was like really hoping like people would just really start getting thirsty really quickly and start getting water. But it turns out I wasn't the only person with that idea. Tom wasn't the only person with that idea. They were actually handing people water as we left to get into the street to go for the march. And then there were awesome people. The sheriff's department at one place was actually handing out cold water.
Did you
for
also
us.
give out all those show promos you were going to give out at the wall?
I did not give out any show promos. They give us time to get them.
I'm just kidding. He wouldn't do that.
I would not do that.
I thought it was a good idea. But
No.
it's not appropriate. I know.
Hey, Black Lives Matter. Listen to Nick and Q.
We're pro Black Lives.
Yeah.
I mean, our show
Absolutely.
isn't just for. I mean, I know we're middle-aged white people. Even though twice this last week somebody thought I was in my 20s.
Yes.
All right, I know that's happening. I know we're like middle-aged white people.
And unfortunately, that person will be having eye
No,
surgery later
they weren't.
today.
I carry a young spirit with me. All right. So like,
I can kind of agree with that. I don't know if it's young spirit or immature spirit, but either way.
it is. But I know we're two just middle-aged white guys. But yeah, we love everybody.
Absolutely. And
And
I know
we want to walk with anybody that's being treated unfairly.
absolutely. And I know growing up where we have grown up, I've said and done things in my history that I'm not proud of. And I want to make sure that never happens going forward. And I want to support our black brothers and sisters. I love them, and I hope that our country can move forward in a very positive way.
Yeah, me too.
With them, and so I'm excited. So my shoulders actually both still have impressions from the strap on that high school.
How many bottles? Did you drink like 10 bottles of water?
I didn't because I kept thinking like somebody was going to want it. And Jeff and his wife, they gave me a break at one point. They gave me a breather. They both carried half of it, which was nice. But then I felt bad for making them do that because it was my stupid idea. So I went back and grabbed it.
You made Jeff's wife carry water?
Yeah, she took it from me. She literally and then when I tried to take it back, I thought she was going to hit me.
She's really small.
She's feisty though. Like I don't want to get hit by her because I don't know that she'd stop hitting me. I think she would just keep going till I was down. But
Wow.
But anyway, it turns out like right at the very end.
I have to admit, I'm drinking my water out of this.
Buc-ee's. You went to Buc-ee's.
I went to Buc-ee's. I went to the new Buc-ee's in Alabama. It's the
Down near Foley.
first
Yeah.
Buc-ee's outside
outside of Texas.
Texas, and it was as busy.
It's ridiculous.
It was as busy as Lowe's during COVID-19.
Oh my gosh.
It was that busy. There's people everywhere. But this cup was phenomenal.
It's a great cup.
Buc-ee's cup.
Yeah,
I'm pretty stoked.
I actually had my first Buc-ee's experience in the fall. I'd never been before until I went to the beach.
Did you get any Buc-ee nuggets?
I don't think I did.
That's where it's at. That's the spicy Buc-ee nuggets. Or
That's
To
where
die for.
to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
just saying. Just my recommendation.
I look forward to it. I will definitely have to try those next time. Spicy. So we're talking chicken. I'm assuming it's a
No.
chicken.
They're like cheese puffs, like old school cheese puffs. Incredible. So good.
I'm
And
excited.
they had a crazy amount of jerkies.
Oh, they definitely. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like that. Yeah, like if you've ever been to like a place that has like all the sodas. That's
Yeah.
how many different
Oh
kinds
my
of
gosh.
jerky they have.
So many jerkies.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't even know. Like, I struggle with decisions.
What does
And it
herky
was
jerky mean?
Herky jerky?
Herky jerky.
Herky jerky. Herky jerky is the way that I've always been told I drive sometimes. you're being all herky jerky.
Rena, do you know? Somebody gave my daughter a shirt that says herky jerky. And like she wears it now. It's a black shirt with just white writing herky jerky.
Thinking you should look that up.
I don't know what herky jerky means.
We're talking about your oldest daughter here.
Yes, my oldest daughter.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't know what herky jerky means, Jeff?
I mean, I've always heard it like as like, you know, like kind of, it's a made up term that just kind of means like moving around or something like that.
So there's characterized by or moving in sudden stops and starts, or there's a brand of jerky.
Oh, there is a herky jerky.
Oh, there is a brand of jerky called herky jerky.
Or there's something highly inappropriate that some weird guy's giving little kids.
But there you go.
We're going to assume it's not that one.
It's not the
It's not
third
that
option.
one. But moving with random stops and starts, definitely Q's daughter can wear that shirt. There's no issues there whatsoever. So anyway, but just put a bow on this, man. If you're out there fighting for injustice, out there supporting people who are standing for injustice, man, thank you for helping us save the universe, because that's the kind of things that have got to happen for us to be able to do that. And just love everybody. Just love everybody. And I know that's not always easy as it is to say, but man, I've always said that, man, I'm going to mess up in this life multiple times, over and over again, constantly. But if I mess up, I hope I mess up on the side of love instead of not loving enough. So anyway, so thank you, man. Thank you for letting me be a part of that, because I really did. I felt like a guest, kind of, and to be able to be a part of that really was really cool. So, and I know we've got a lot of things going forward. I know other things in our community and our area going forward. So I'm excited about what's going to happen next. It's going to be really cool. And Q's excited about eating more sushi.
Morgan Freeman sushi.
Morgan Freeman sushi. I'm surprised they don't just call it that.
Hashtag Morgan Freeman sushi.
Get that hashtag going out there, folks. Hashtag Morgan Freeman sushi. What's going to be hilarious is if that did get going and like he just happened to look on Twitter and go, what is this? That would be hilarious.
It'd be great. We'll have him on the show. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, I'm sure 3 episodes in, he's definitely heard us by now.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's probably like
yeah.
foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. He's probably like, when are these guys going to have a T-shirt or a hat that I can buy?
he is foaming at the mouth for some more Nick and Q in the same way he was that spicy chili Asian bowl tuna. That's what he's doing. You know that's true. Randy.
He is sitting at home right now, eating sushi and Bucky's Nuggets.
Yes.
Listening to Nick and Q podcast. There's no way that's not true.
And he's happy.
Yeah.
He's probably wearing like that all white suit.
Yeah.
They wore in when he played God.
With like an undershirt that says herky jerky.
Yeah. That's exactly what Morgan Freeman's doing.
That's exactly what's going on.
You guys know what AMAs are on Reddit?
Yes. Yeah.
So ask me anything.
Yeah, ask me anything. Yeah.
Like celebrities, bands, all sorts of people like get on Reddit and just have a time for the fans to ask questions and they answer it. Well, Morgan Freeman was on it, and for proof that it was actually him, it was like his publicist taking a picture of him asleep, and it was just his publicist on the AMA.
Oh, it wasn't even him?
No, I'm sure he's just sleeping. That's all he does.
I guarantee you.
That's all Morgan Freeman does? No, it's not all he does.
I will
He eats tuna.
He does
too.
eat. He does eat tuna sushi. And I guarantee you that if you ask Morgan Freeman what an AMA is, he has no idea.
He doesn't care.
Why would he need to know?
He doesn't care.
There's no reason for him to know. By the way, how old is he? I don't think he's aged a day in the last 20 years.
I think he's probably like 53.
53? He's got to be older than that. But anyway.
83.
83.
It's close.
No, it's not. It's not. It's like, no. It's not. It's not close at all. But wow, yeah. God, man, I hope I look and sound like that when I'm 83. But I probably will sleep during AMAs when I'm 83.
I hope I'm eating spicy Asian tuna bowls when I'm 83. That's what I hope I'm doing.
That would definitely be the way to go. Definitely be the way to go. All right, so We've got, like I said earlier, I gave a little preview of this, and I want to. I've got a really cool story for you today. I've got a really cool issue that I'm excited about you solving. All right, so we're going to India. All right, and this just happened. Like the last time we did this, like it had happened like a year and a half before. This happened like last week.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they
like,
may need me.
Yeah. So like this is like still fresh. All right. So we need your help. Like India needs you.
Okay.
All right, right now. I mean, they need you. All right. So I'm not going to read you the headline. I just want to read you the story. Monkeys mobbed an Indian health worker and made off with blood samples from coronavirus tests, prompting fears they could have spread the virus in the local area.
Hold on. Can you the first line again?
Monkeys mobbed an Indian health worker and made off with blood samples from coronavirus tests.
Wow. Okay.
Prompting fears they could have spread the virus in the local area. After making off with the 3 samples this week in Meerut, near Delhi, the monkeys scampered up nearby trees and one of them tried to chew its plunder. The sample boxes were later recovered and had not been damaged. The Meerut Medical College superintendent, and God, I'm going to butcher that name, Diraj Raj, told AFP on Friday after footage of the incident went viral on social media. You can watch this.
You can watch this happen.
You can watch this. They were still intact, and we don't think there's any risk of contamination or spread, Raj said.
We don't think.
Don't think, which is what you have to say. He said the 3 people whose sample were stolen had been retested for the virus.
I feel like that is the same answer. Like when I was a kid and my mom would see me and go, "Hey, do you have any homework?" And I'd be like, "I don't think I have any homework." Which means I have probably got homework.
Yeah.
Which means
there's definitely a monkey with coronavirus.
Yeah.
In India.
like I'm not. I mean, I don't think anything got out. I don't think so. We're all good.
Because we know dogs can get it, and we know cats can get it. It's actually been discovered, and we've had a tiger that had it, like in the Brooklyn Zoo. So I'm sure monkeys can get it because they're a lot closer to us, DNA wise than either of those 3 things. So no doubt they can get this disease. So, and he was chewing on it. The monkey was chewing on it.
Dude, can I just first off address monkeys?
Man, monkeys, like, I used to always think monkeys were like cute and they freak me out a little bit now.
Monkeys are intimidating, number one. Like, so I don't fault this person at all for losing something being attacked by monkeys. And it said a mob?
He was mobbed. It just says he was mobbed by monkeys.
I mean, monkeys. So when I went to Belize, I saw monkeys like real life up close in the wild. And monkeys are terrifying specimens because they just, they don't make any sense what they're doing.
No,
like it's all just like random.
Yeah.
It's all herky jerky.
Yeah.
So like when something's herky jerky, it's really a mess with you.
No, it is. It will definitely mess with you. When there is no
stop, come, go.
Yeah, when there's no pattern, it's hard. Yeah.
And have you ever looked like a monkey in the eye?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yes, multiple. Go to Chattanooga and go look those chimps in the eyes.
Oh yeah.
And there's something that at first you're like, oh, this is really sad. Like these guys are in here. And kind of just sad hanging out. Then if you look really deep, like down inside, you feel like these things, like they own you somehow. Yeah. Like, oh no, if I got out of here, like it'd be on.
Oh, how many stories of monkeys like ripping their owners' faces off? Because there have been stories of that happening. Do you have to have before all of society goes, maybe we're not meant to own monkeys?
No, look, I have a lady. There's a lady I know who owns a monkey. And it weirds me out a little bit.
I don't trust, like I have 2 cats and I think they like me, but I think if they were big enough, they would also eat me.
Here's my real issue. All right, let me get that. Here's my real issue with the problem with the story is how are we not having samples of COVID-19 blood secured enough that a monkey can't get it? Like, do they have them in their front pocket? Like, I mean, is it like, hey, I'm just going to put this in my lab coat pocket and I'm walking outside with it? Because to me, that's an issue.
Because the monkeys didn't definitely come inside after. I mean, this person was outside.
Like, have you not watched those movies where they take some kind of toxin or specimen and they put it in that sealed thing that when you open it, it goes, you know?
Yeah.
We don't put COVID-19 samples in that? Are we putting it in a sack lunch? Like, are we getting like a brown paper bag going, hey, I'm going to run these COVID-19 samples across town? Because that's an issue.
Definitely
So first off,
yeah.
the way you solve this issue, the first thing you do is you figure out how to change and secure how you're doing transportation of COVID-19 samples.
Because I know monkeys are smart, but I'm thinking even if you just have a briefcase with a combination lock, it's monkey proof.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you had 2 tight rubber bands around the top of the brown paper bag, it might be monkey proof.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because not a lot of monkeys deal with rubber bands on a regular basis.
And they don't have patience.
No.
Monkeys don't have patience.
No.
It was chewing on the sample.
No. Absolutely.
And it's patience.
And it's not like it. I just wouldn't think they would be smelling something that it would want either, really. So it wouldn't really spend a lot of time on this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's not like it was thinking this is something I could eat, probably. But
Probably.
I mean, at first, I'm sure it was, but I'm sure when you start chewing on it, because I don't think a lot of monkeys are like have like bloodthirst. I'm thinking that's like a movie I don't want to watch.
Well, they used not to.
They do now.
They do now. Now there's some rabid COVID-19 monkey running around that's wanting to drink COVID-19 blood. And it's just looking for people. What if the percentage chance of death goes up because now if you have COVID-19, you'll be attacked by monkeys? That's the fear in all this.
Yeah, I just can't imagine living in a place where that's like an issue.
Monkeys running around?
Yeah, like where like this might happen. Like, hey, just in case, you're walking down the street and a bunch of monkeys may ambush you.
You ever read those signs like at work that somebody put up like you don't need to do this? Like please don't climb into the buggies at Walmart and ride them like surfboards.
Yeah, because somebody did it. Yeah.
So now just imagine it wherever this place is. All right. It's going to be like, please don't stick samples in your front pocket when the monkeys are outside. Like there's going to be a sign sitting on that place somewhere.
Can you imagine the webcast that every doctor in India had to watch the next day? Yes, if you'll turn to page 3 in your handbook, you'll note that we are no longer carrying samples outside where there might be monkeys. Just in your coat pocket.
Man, just don't carry it there. I actually want to see the video and watch it and see how this person was carrying them. Because I think it's got to be pretty simple.
Not well.
It's got to be simple.
Wasn't doing a good job. But I just want to hear. I mean, let's just forget the COVID-19 blood samples.
Okay.
Let's just forget. I mean, say you're just carrying something that is valuable to you, and now all of a sudden you've been mobbed by monkeys.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, 5 or 6 monkeys, let's say. All right. And you're carrying something that is highly valuable to you, something that is irreplaceable.
Yeah.
I mean, what happens? What do you do in that situation? What are you doing in that moment?
Well, first off, I think what we're not getting a little bit of the whole story here is that the monkeys didn't just jump off the tree on this person. Mm-hmm. They approach you. When monkeys are coming at you, they approach you because they're weighing you out too. It's kind of like, you ever seen that person that's really being like just a total butthead? Like he's just, you just can't stand him. That person is just, and you start weighing them out. Like, is it worth me saying something to this person? Like if I say something to this person,
will it actually accomplish anything?
Well, no, all that, and it goes south. Then I feel like I'm able to stand my ground here.
Yeah,
because you don't want to be the person who says something, and then when they come back at you, go, oh yeah, you're right. Because then you're like, you're a total loser.
Yeah, it was just a complete waste of time. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's kind of like if you're going to honk that horn in McDonald's drive-through, are you going to be able to get out of the car and be like, no, I'm glad I honked this horn? Yeah. So, the same thing happens with monkeys. They look at you and they assess the situation.
Okay.
And so that happened. These monkeys came. So here's the thing you got to do when a monkey comes at you and begins to assess the situation. You got to convince that monkey that this is going to be a bad idea. That is a process you have to go through.
So what? I mean, so what do you? So are you getting big? Are you just getting like crazy? I mean, what?
At the end of the day, you take your shirt off first. You do. All right. And then you get as freaking herky-jerky as you can get. You start making some like random moves. You don't wait for them to come at you. You just start selling it. Like it's kind of like in that moment, you want to be the craziest person in the room. All right.
Yeah.
You just want to go crazy. You start just making some random noises, like yelling weird things at them. Like I would just start going through kitchen appliances and be like, "Hey, blender, washing machine, blender and washing machine." And just go around.
Yeah.
If a monkey thinks you're crazy enough, a monkey will not mess with you. The problem that this guy probably found is that they thought he probably started getting scared. And I get it. Like he had something. And that's the thing. You have something precious. You're talking about we're going to have something that's of high value.
Yeah.
You feel like, oh no, I've got to protect this. Well, if you really want to protect it, you better just get crazy. That's the only way you're going to protect it. And you can look that up. That's science. I've looked this up. This is scientific facts. That the more herky-jerky you are, the more those monkeys will get scared of you. It's absolute science.
I would guess that would probably be true. I've seen some situations where monkeys can actually be like aggressive. Like they're not just sizing you up. Like they've come for a fight. And they don't care. I mean, what do you do? I mean, like, say this doesn't work, and you just got 5 or 6 monkeys that just jumped on you. I mean, what are you doing at that moment?
Well, that's hard. I mean, it's easy when you're fighting one monkey. I mean,
sure.
Fighting one monkey, as long as you're not talking about a gorilla. A gorilla's a whole other story. But if you're just
gorilla's not a fight you can win. But
well, you can win. You just got to have your mind right to begin with. But if you're fighting one monkey, it's like, oh, okay, you're a monkey, you're crazy, but you just grab a limb and start swinging like back and forth as hard as you can. Like they're just gonna. I mean, it's gonna like go and run off. I mean, that's what it's gonna do. But multiple monkeys is tough.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really tough thing.
Because you can't grab 5 or 6 monkeys at the same time.
You grab one, the other ones are like all on you and doing stuff. So what I would do, this is just what I would do after all my research that I put into monkeys. This is what I would do. I would run as hard as I could and jump through the first glass front I found around me. This is how you get monkeys off of you initially. And then you get high ground and you just start fighting them off one at a time.
Yeah,
But you've got to get them all off of you. And I would say run to water, but I'm guessing this person was coming out of a facility that didn't have, there probably wasn't like a stream or a lake right there.
I'm assuming this guy's not in
Because
the middle of
monkeys
the
can't fight in
jungle or
water.
something somewhere.
You ever seen monkeys in water?
No.
Has anybody ever seen a monkey in water?
I've not seen a monkey in
Monkeys
water.
can't fight in water. Guess why? The whole evolutional thing, part of it I know is intelligence. The other part was humans can fight in water. It's great. Like those things happen. They can't fight in water. So if you can get to water, get to water. But I'm just saying, if you're in the middle of the city, like find a storefront
And just run through
and
it.
just run as hard as you can through it. Because they're going to be on the outside of you. All the glass is going to cut them up.
For the most part.
So you're going to be great.
Yeah.
And they're going to be cut up.
Yeah.
And the other part of it is, I know most men, at least, and probably half of the women out there that are listening to this, have wanted to run through a glass storefront before. And this gives you a perfect excuse.
I don't know that I've had that. No.
You've never wanted to just like run through a window?
No.
Why?
Why would I?
Just to feel everything break around you?
No, I mean, not maybe throw somebody through a window. That sounded like
No,
enticing.
you don't want those hero movies like run through it and just crash through it? We've all got experience.
Yeah, but
that.
I know that doesn't work that way, though.
It does.
It doesn't, because, I mean, like, I'm thinking I throw myself out a window, the window's just going to reject me. I'm going to be the person, because that's my luck. I'm going to throw myself at, like, some triple pane glass that's, like, soundproof, and it's going to bomb. And then I'm going to be lying on the ground with monkeys on top.
It's like the name of all your girlfriends before Brandy. Triple pane glass.
For the most part.
I have a question.
Okay.
So if that important thing that you're clinging onto, that a group of monkeys come up and tries to steal, is your newborn child, would you be willing to risk that child could be Tarzan,
Oh,
Wow.
or would you still fight for the baby?
It's a good question.
that changes everything.
It does, because the world needs Tarzan. And my child could be Tarzan.
Is it my first child?
Well,
If it was the only one and I was going to be free again, I might be like, yeah, okay, you can be Tarzan.
Yeah, you're like, oh, well, I've seen Tarzan. This is probably turning out all right.
Yeah. But like, if it's like my third one, it's like, well, I still got 2 more. Like, I might as well fight for it.
But see, I think a lot of people think the opposite of that. I've got 2 more, so I can afford to give up the one.
All those lots of people don't have kids.
But I mean, like, how cool would that be though? Like you're walking like back like someday, and your son like walks up to you, and he's just ripped, just shredded up, and like swinging on a vine, and you're just like, my son's Tarzan.
No, that'd be the greatest thing ever.
I mean, how
I'd be
cool
so
would that
happy.
be? Yeah,
In fact, like,
yeah.
if that thing was that they were attacking me for that I held Precious was a child,
Yeah.
I'd probably instead just bow on one knee and present to him. And hope that somewhere
Yeah.
on my iPod, well, on my Apple phone, that I could somehow quickly, as they go off into the sunset, get Circle of Life playing. And now I feel good about my rest of my life.
Single tear rolling down your
Yes.
cheek as the Circle of Life plays and monkeys carry
And
off.
that's how you
your
save
child.
the universe.
That's how you save the universe, because you just created Tarzan.
Tarzan. And what better thing could anyone hope to do in their life than to create Tarzan?
It's the closest thing to an actual superhero that we could actually have.
Me
in
and
our
my
world.
wife were talking about trying for another kid, like madness, like trying for a boy. You know, this last weekend.
But you're incapable of that.
Because there was a baby running around. I was like, no. My wife's like in a moment of delirium said, we should have another kid. If it was going to be Tarzan, I'd do it right now. I would like turn this off and go find my wife and go, we have to create a kid. If I knew it was going to be Tarzan. Like I wouldn't even do another podcast. I wouldn't do any work.
Yeah, no.
Until that kid was
You go create Tarzan.
created.
Yeah. If you knew that was like your call.
Because I feel like that would be more important than anything else I could do.
Absolutely. But yeah, no doubt whatsoever.
And
But-
when somebody said, hey, kid, what's going on, buddy? My kid just got a scholarship to Alabama, play some baseball. I'd be like, hey, great for you. My kid's Tarzan.
yeah.
So what about that?
Yeah, absolutely. My kid wrestled a line the other day and took it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because he's Tarzan.
It's Tarzan. So, and I would get a bumper sticker that said, I'm proud of my Tarzan kid.
Your kid's an honor student.
Yeah.
Congratulations, my kid's Tarzan.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
So, bottom line, I think today, that if you have an opportunity to create Tarzan, you create him. That's just all there is to it.
No matter what.
And whatever happens in your life, if you see that moment where you realize that one of your children could become Tarzan, boy or girl, sure, yeah, absolutely. There's absolutely, I mean, females out there that are more than capable of becoming the next Tarzan. You should take that opportunity. Yeah. So what we basically taught you today is how to protect things that are valuable from monkeys.
Correct.
How to kind of win that fight, and then when it's important to just give up and give them your child. Which is all the time. Because there's some mom like waiting that they'd come to get your child to take to.
Yeah.
And she's going to take care of that child probably better than I can.
It's arguable.
I don't think it's arguable at all. I don't think it is.
I think the last thing we need to also remember is that no matter if you find yourself in a situation that you don't know what to do, it's always great to just make sure, no matter what's going on, to try to be as herky-jerky as you possibly
Go
can.
herky-jerky on it.
Go herky-jerky.
Go herky-jerky on it. That's definitely what you want to do.
And
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that Morgan Freeman is incredible.
Yeah,
Those are two
absolutely.
things I've taken away.
That is worth the 30 minutes that people have just invested in this.
Absolutely.
Right there. Absolutely. So we hope desperately right now that you are sitting in a comfortable place, enjoying your tuna sushi and your side of Bucky Nuggets, wearing a T-shirt that says Herky Jerky, and listening to Nick and Q Save the Universe. And once again, we have made the universe a safe place to live, so you're welcome. All right, we'll see you next time.